move to Australia? That's a question I see a lot in Facebook groups and the like of Brits who are thinking about moving over here. And of course, as you can imagine, there are a variety of different answers. And maybe it's a question you've asked yourself, or about another life change that you might be considering, especially if, like me, you're a bit older. And I am 62 and I came to Australia last year after selling all my stuff in 2024. So if this is your first time here at my channel, welcome. I'm here to inspire other people, especially women who've not had an easy time in their life, that it's never too late to start over. And please, you know, do the usual things like subscribe, and it helps me in my channel growth, and because I have to earn a living, and this is my intention to fund my retirement, as I don't really have a pension. Okay, so the big question, do I move to Australia or do I make that life change? Well, you saw at the beginning of the video how beautiful it is here. I'm in Nambucca Heads in New South Wales, which is between Coffs Harbour and Port Macquarie, sort of north of Sydney on the east coast. And this morning when I woke up, my mind was thinking about all the things that could go wrong, because that's what minds do. I had a few challenges yesterday. I'm driving a camper van down from Brisbane to Sydney, and my plan was yesterday pick it up at 9 and then I would come here. I knew it was going to take 4 or 5 hours to drive here, so I thought, oh yeah, I'll get here sort of mid-afternoon. There was somewhere I wanted to stop on the way, a Buddhist monastery. But of course, things never go according to plan, and a few things went wrong. The van wasn't ready until 1, and because I'm doing a relocation, so that means I get the van for $1 a day, pay for petrol and campsite fees, and I'd hoped to do it over 4 days, 3 nights, but when I booked it there were only 2, and I thought, well, that's fine, I had it all planned out. And then I said, could I stay an extra night? And they said yes, and pay $75 for the privilege. But I would have been paying that anyway, so to stay in the hostel in Sydney. But when I woke up this morning, I'm staying just up the road from here, and there's a view over this river from where I'm staying and down there, and there's a pool, and I went for a swim. Palm trees, it's like a tropical paradise, but my mind is still there, thinking what can go wrong. So if you're thinking about that life change, of course there are things that can go wrong. So when people ask questions in the Facebook group about moving to Australia, some people say, oh, it's wonderful, best thing I ever did. Other people will say, oh, it's really hard being so far away from my family, it's expensive, I don't like the heat. So it all depends on the individual, doesn't it? And the thing is, wherever you go, there you are. You take all your stuff with you. And I say, well, if I'm feeling depressed and anxious, I might as well be here. That's still happens. It's not as bad as it used to be, and I talked about that in my last video. And it depends on you. If you want to make that life change, it's up to you. Nobody can make that decision for you. And the problem is, people want certainty. That happened especially during lockdown 6 years ago nearly now, isn't it? And people are getting anxious because they didn't know what was going to happen. But the truth is, we never know what's going to happen. We can make plans, but as I discovered yesterday, they can all go awry. When we went into lockdown nearly 6 years ago, all our plans were cancelled in an instant, and suddenly everything changed. And people were saying, when will things get back to normal? Well, what's normal? Normal is whatever's happening now, in this moment. So we can't say this is normal, this is not normal, because we're all individuals. So if you're thinking about making a change, be aware that it's not going to bring you happiness in and of itself. That comes from within. So even if you're thinking about it and you can't decide, well, you can start by practicing being happy with what you already have. And I did that before I came. I'd been going through some difficult times, and I was just grateful for being alive, having somewhere to sleep, having food, and the things that are really the most important, and friends and family and connections. So that's the answer. Should you move to Australia, or should you make that life change? Examine the reasons. If you're running away from something and thinking, oh, this is going to be the answer to all your problems, the problems go with you. People say they're jealous. Oh, look at this wonderful life in this paradise, and it is beautiful here. But there are lots of beautiful places in the world. The chances are there might be one near where you live that you can go and recharge and spend some time in nature. But also, you know, I've still got my problems. I've still got my son in London who's a drug addict and an alcoholic, and he's got all his issues, and that's not going anywhere. That's still there. It's always on my mind. I don't know whether he's going to recover or not. That is the reality. But the thing is, it's whether you let those things stop you, whether you're going to be stuck and think, oh, well, I can't do that because of this, that and the other. Because the thing that I've discovered, the only thing that's really stopping me is this, my mind, as this morning. And it's quite funny, really, because I was thinking, oh God, you know, my mind's worried about what could go wrong, and why don't I just enjoy where I am in this beautiful place, looking out. Oh, I can just see the sea now. I'll turn the video camera around, and then you can see the sea in the distance. There you are. Look, can I zoom in? Yes, there it is. Let's see. I'm going to walk down there in a minute. Yeah, and if you are considering a life change, I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments, or if you have done, you know, especially if, like me, you're past a certain age. And the thing is, now my children are grown up, they're living their own lives, so it's my time. And for me, it was about doing it while I still could. I don't know how it's going to work out, whether I'll be able to stay in Australia permanently, but I'm here and my visa is until the 31st of October this year, so I've got nearly 10 months to enjoy it and figure things out as I go along the way. But the important thing is as well, it's taking that first step. And when I decided to come to Australia, I made the decision to come to travel about 2 years ago, and then that, you know, that started the ball rolling. One thing led to another, and as you can't see the whole path ahead, as I said before, everything's uncertain, but for me it's just taking the next step, and then the way becomes clear. And if you've got a job that you don't like, it can be scary to leave that sort of security, but what's it really costing you, and how much do you really need? I mean, I don't have a lot of money. I live on a very small budget, but I have everything I need. I do everything that I want to. I'm not bothered about staying in fancy hotels, and in fact they're a lot more lonely than the places that I stayed. Last night I camped on somebody's drive. I found it on an app, and it was, I don't know, £18 or something, and I get to use the shower, the pool, and it's somewhere to sleep, because a lot of places you're not allowed to camp and you'll get fined. And I woke up and there was this beautiful view, and this was a 5-minute walk, less than a 5-minute walk. So I don't know where I'm going to end up tomorrow. I haven't really decided where I'm staying tonight. Well, I've got a rough idea. It's near a beach just a bit further down the coast, and that's how I love living my life at the moment, just letting life unfold. So if you're thinking about making a change, don't forget it's your decision. Nobody can make that decision for you. Some people say it's the right thing to do, some people say it's the wrong thing to do, but that's only based on their experience. So whatever you do, I wish you well, I wish you happiness. Thank you for watching, and if you want to support my work, you can like, subscribe, and also donate, buy me a cup of tea. The links are all in the comment box, description box below. But until next time, take care, go well, lots of love, and I will leave you with another view of the sea. Oh, there's somebody swimming there as well. I'm not sure I want to do that though, because I heard there may be sharks in there.